Let's practice our hand lettering for National Drink Wine Day. Hi everyone, this is Angie. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here today, I welcome you and I hope you'll stick around. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here. In today's video, I'm going to hand letter some quotes that I found online, and I thought I'd bring you guys along for the ride. I have had some people request that I letter on camera, so I've done it once. I will do it again today. But I would appreciate some feedback on if you guys enjoy this kind of thing. Secondly, I'm looking for feedback on whether or not I should speed up the lettering once it's done during my editing process, or if you want to see them all at real time or just kind of balance it out. So anyway, I'm looking for feedback, guys. So go ahead and tell me what you got. Okay, I have pulled some different pens here, and I'll talk about the pens as I get to the quotes, and we'll go from there. So let's get started. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move this page out of the way, and we will come back to that one shortly. And let's go ahead and get started. For the first quote, I'm going to use a small, actually these are all small tips because that's what I need to practice with. But for the first quote, I'm going to be using this Le Pen Flex. Hopefully that shows up on camera. It's got a little rubbery tip. It is a small tip, but you can get a really good downstroke with it. So I don't know that I'm going to be working on any flourishing this week. I just think that I'm going to take my time and, just try to concentrate on the basic strokes. So let's get started. This first quote says, "I cook with wine. Sometimes I even add it to the food." And that's by W.C. Fields. Okay, that one is definitely practice. I I wish y'all could see my face when I'm doing this lettering stuff, because when I make a mistake, I'm just making faces to myself. So anyway, I need to pause for just a moment, and I need to grab a Papermate Flare so that I can write down the person that the quote is attributed to in these boxes. So give me just 1 second. Y'all won't even miss me. Okay, see, that didn't take long at all. Okay, this was W.C. Fields. All right, and I think I'm just going to scoot these pens over here. Again, that was the Marvy Ushida Le Pen Flex. That came in a little multi-pack from Hobby Lobby. Okay, secondly, I'm going to use a Right Tech sign brush pen. This is from the Vintage Colors collection. The top is also, or not the top, the tip is also like that rubbery little silicone. And it is the color, this is from the Vintage Color Packs. It doesn't have a color assigned, but I got this off of Amazon. So this is going to be on Tuesday the 19th. I guess this is an anonymous quote because there was no name associated with it. but it's the phrase is Hakuna Moscato. It means drink wine for the rest of your days. And I thought that was so cute. And I'm not a big drinker, but I do like Moscato. So let's get going on this one. Actually, I could probably put this one down here since it's not super huge. We'll see. So there's Hakuna Moscato. And we'll just put that this one is anonymous. And it looks like this Papermate pen is just about wore out. Okay, for the last one for this page, we're going to do a quote by Galileo. And this, I'm going to use the Pentel Sign Brush pen. Y'all have seen me use these before. I do like this pen. If you're at Target and you're shopping for the Sign Brush pen, you'll notice these have a gray tip. So you'll know that that's a brush pen if you see the gray circle on the bottom. So this is the tip on this one. And this quote says, "Wine is sunlight held together by water." Pretty simple. And that one, again, was Galileo. And please don't ask me how to pronounce his last name. All right, so now we're ready to move on to the next page. This is going pretty quick, I feel like. Okay, so for the next quote, this one made me laugh out loud. I had never heard it before. Y'all may have heard it. Actually, I forgot to tell, I'm back on the sign brush pen this time. This one is a really pretty green color. Okay, this one I think is so funny. It says, I'm like old wine. They don't bring me out very often, but I'm well preserved. And that's by Rose Kennedy. So hopefully I can get that one written down. It is a little long, so, you know, I'll have to try to go slow. I feel like I need to slow down. I feel like I'm just going way too fast. All right. I like that quote. Okay, so for the next one, I've got one that's, it's not real long, but it's probably about as wordy as this one. It's by Lou Holes, and it says, one day you're drinking the wine, and the next day you're picking the grapes. For this one, we're going to use a Kelly Creates pen. This is her small brush pen. This is from the Ocean, or this is called Ocean. This is from a multi-pack that I got on clearance at Michael's a few years ago. And again, you can see that it's also a small tip. So let's get going with this one. Okay, I ran over on that one into my box, but I guess it's okay. Can't always be perfect. All right, we've only got 2 left. The next one is alcohol may be man's worst enemy, but the Bible says love your enemy. And that's by Frank Sinatra. I thought that was pretty cute too. Some of these I've never heard before. So I'm going to use the Le Pen Flex again on this one. This is also a Hobby Lobby purchase. I don't make it to Michael's very often because the Michael's near my house is a total disaster. And I just can't stand to go in there and have to kick my way through the store. So anyway, let's get on this one. I'm wondering about my placement. I think I'm just going to get started and hope it works out for the best. In typical Angie fashion, right? And that one again was Frank Sinatra. All right, we're down to the last one, and this one is by Ernest Hemingway. It says, I drink to make other people more interesting. And this time I'm going to use a Tombow hard tip. This is from a multi-pack. It's in the color gray, and of course it's got this same type of tip as these other pens. I'm pretty sure I can fix this or fit this in here. May have to, I don't know, do a little squeezing. We'll see. And again, that one was Ernest Hemingway. So I thought I would show y'all the pins again. So this is how the completed spread looks. I guess we can go ahead and put this one back on the disc, and then we can talk about the pins. And I'll give y'all some of my insight as to how I feel things went today. And then if y'all are comfortable or you want to, you can definitely provide some feedback in the comments below. So let's go and get this one back on the disc, and we'll see how it looks. So this is my spread for next week. Y'all may or may not have seen that Plan With Me yet. But this is how National Drink Wine Day came out. I do feel like this blue was a better match than this one. This was just a little bright. But other than that, I think it turned out okay. So just to recap my thoughts, I found that as I was going along, I felt like I was rushing just for the sake of the video. Also, my pad here is, I don't know, it's a little soft. So I felt like my pins were kind of burrowing down into the pad, which caused my paper to absorb the ink, and it prevented me from really being able to work on my thin up and thick down, because I felt like I was dragging into the pad, if that makes sense. So anyway, I do need to continue practicing with my smaller pens. I need to take my time and slow down a little bit, because I have to remember that you guys can always fast forward a little bit, or you can actually speed up the process, or speed up the view time in your settings if you're watching on TV. But overall, I like the quotes. I love the quotes. I think they're great. I was a little disappointed in not being able to do the thick down, thin up. And I was also annoyed because every time, especially on the gray, I just felt like the slower I went, the more the paper wanted to absorb the ink. And I really need my ink to just kind of sit on top of the page. But anyway, let's go ahead and recap the pins just in case y'all are interested in these. If you're curious about where I got the quotes, I just Googled those, online. But anyway, we used the Pentel Sign Brush pen. I used 2 of these today. I used pink and green. And these were from a multi-pack that I purchased on Amazon. So they have the small tips. These are all small tips. Some of these were a little softer than others. I mentioned that before also. I also used 2 pens from the Marvy Sheeta Flex product line. And y'all have seen these tips before. I tend to use these quite a bit in my personal lettering, not, anything that's on camera. Then we used the Tombow hard tip to finish things off. I really like these pens, but I need to work on them. And then this one was the Right Tech. This is also a sign brush pen. I purchased this in a multi-pack from Amazon. This is from the Vintage Colors collection. And last but not least, we used another Kelly Creates. This is her small brush pen. The color was called Ocean. And this was in a multi-pack that I did actually pick up at Michael's a few years ago on clearance. And then to put the names down, that was just a simple little Papermate Flare pen. But anyway, guys, that is going to be my after the pen, or my lettering practice spread for this week. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I do appreciate y'all joining me today. I hope you liked the plan with me. If you did, please let me know by clicking on the button. Be sure and leave me a comment down below on as far as editing, if y'all want me to speed things up and only do 1 or 2 in real time. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed and you'd like to see more of my videos, please go on and hit that subscribe button, and be sure to turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.